peace, love, and gratitude. That is what we are doing as we are walking forward in this life of ours. Love and gratitude, and walking forward, being present for what is here and for what is now, and walking forward. You know, it's a very funny thing. A very funny thing. I'm always striving for this faith. There's a funny thing about faith is acceptance. It is not belief. Belief is kind of an applied directional sort of a thing. And it has great purpose in creation and in imagination and in the path that you will walk, a reason to step forward. But faith is that you are already there, wherever you are meant to be, wherever you are going. It is an acceptance of a benevolent reality, of a benevolent truth that is ever present within you and throughout all things. But there is a counter to it as well. There's a counter to it that we will undoubtedly cross paths with as we're walking forward in life. And that is fear. Fear is a faith of its own. It is an acceptance. It is a surrendering of your own will to a detrimental end. And that is a bit of a profound thing I've been thinking about. And it is simple. Is all things profound in so many other ways that are simple. And it's simple in the way that we can just fall into it. How easy it is to fall into that. Into fear or into faith. And it's kind of a bewildering thing as well. And it's so beautiful in this way. That the goodness of things will become ever present, will become apparent to you. Due to the counter of it. So you see, we will fall into something like fear. And you will be allowed to learn from it. To discover that it does not have power over you. That it was you who is giving power to something. As a way of exploring yourself. And that is why it is important, it is a meaningful part of the journey. And that is what inevitably becomes the truth and the proof of the benevolent force that is ever present within and throughout all things. That is power. The only power that is, which is God, which is love. And that is the truth. And that exploring yourself, you can encounter the counter of it. You could encounter the other side of it. You can encounter fear. And you can find yourself in it. And you can be delivered from it. Through the encounter of it. That you would meet yourself there. In that, the face of fear. And that you would learn that it has no power over you. That it was only seeking for you to further know yourself. Another step forward. And that is kind of a beautiful thing. That whatever you are afraid of is really trying to give you something. It's trying to grant you further wholeness of your own being, which in turn will grant you this acceptance of your end, that you are perfectly placed where you are meant to be, that you are secure within that nothing can take that from you, even your own belief. That is beautiful. And it's from testing yourself in that way that you would encounter fear and you would be okay. You would see it, you would meet its face, and you would say, okay, what do I have to learn here? What part of myself is asking to be recovered? And to accept that as well. In faith, you are delivered. And that is just something that I would like to remind myself of and invite you to as well. As we step forward in love and gratitude in the life that you are and the life that you choose. And I encourage you to know, wherever you are, whatever it is, you are okay. It is okay. You will make it. And that I'm grateful for your footsteps forward. And I'm grateful that you would encounter fear and that you would conquer it through an acceptance of it. And that we are all more for that. For the ugly part of ourself that we meet. And that we embrace a wholeness that fear would allow you to know. And that we have peace within this acceptance of the overwhelming and benevolent power that is ever present throughout all things. That we be receptive to it in humility and grace. And from this, here is your strength. And we walk forward once more in love and gratitude. Beautiful love and truth. Glory, grace, strength, thanks. Grateful, God, that you are courage, strength, protection. With you. Peace.